Hey, it's Miss P, Miss Poindexter. I am teaching art today. I wanted to just check in and talk about bullying and bring awareness to bullying because some of us just don't know what our babies go through when they go to school every day. I would like to give you guys an assignment. Check in with those babies and see, have they been challenged in any type of way? Because when I come into a classroom and I talk about integrity and we talk about being bullied, when I ask the children to raise their hands, sometimes it's half the class. It's important that we teach them to honor their uniqueness. What we call in kid life coaching, I'm a wisdom kid life coach, and what we call me power, developing self-esteem, building self-confidence, and overcoming the fear at school and standing up to peer pressure, because we've all had to deal with that. Us as parents, when our kids tell us they're having a situation at school, we usually just say, oh, ignore him. Oh, don't worry about that. That's not the best advice. At the end of the day, they have to go and try to implement your advice, which gets them nowhere. To be honest with you. Some kids are just straight up cruel. And I bring this subject up because I was subbing an art class in another school, and one of the girls, I let everybody go sit with their friends. This is art, it's stress-free. I let everybody sit with their friends, but nobody sat with her. So I said, are you okay? And she was like, yes. She was African American. I said, okay, you gonna sit by yourself? And she just shook her head. And then she raised her hand and I said, what's up? So he just called me a fat black bitch. So I'm like, huh? You what? He said, no, I didn't. I didn't call her nothing. I didn't say anything. So she said, yes, you did. So they going back and forth. And I'm like, okay, baby, don't worry about that. Don't worry about what he says about you. And when I grew up, old school, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you. We used to say that. Long story short, I said, don't worry about it. I said, come sit with me. So she sat next to me at my desk. And then she started crying. And I'm like, what's wrong, baby? Why are you crying? They call me that every day. So does so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. By the end of that, she had given me like 4 names. I'm like, come up here. All of them was little boys. However, there was one African-American little boy. And I looked at him. And now I'm getting emotional because I was called Big Booty Renee, black, Kosminski, Chicago. But at the same time, I'm looking at him and I'm like, we look like your mother. Is she a fat black? Now he cried. Then there's another little one, little bitty. I go, you short. How you like people to call you short? Oh my God, why did I say that? He flipped over desks. He flipped over chairs. He started crying. They had to take him out so he can go for a walk. Meanwhile, the other kids crying and screaming and hollering around the classroom. So now I'm like, what the heck did I just do? It was the most awakening moment for me as well as the kids, because you just never know what your kids are going through on a daily basis. And we expect them to bring home A's and B's when we got little Johnny over here calling me all kind of names and talking about me. One thing I try to teach kids is that we're all unique. We all have our own gifts and talents, and we are important. She was important. I was important. They are important. But the bottom line was, even though they were bullying her every day, they also were being bullied. So that's why everybody was teared up and crying and everything. You wouldn't think the bully is being bullied, but they are. Kids need to know that their uniqueness is not better than or worse than anyone else. They just different. But that's what makes us unique. Go check on them babies. And remember, let them know that what we say to ourselves is more important than what anyone else says to us. If we think we can, but don't allow them to have their self-confidence and self-esteem destroyed on a daily basis. Let's equip them with the tools to know whatever you say about me is my uniqueness. And guess what? It's who I am. And I like it. Ooh, and I like it. Da-da-da. I'm going to leave that at that. Please send me some comments and some suggestions in regards to what the feedback you receive from your babies. I mean, your grandbabies. I mean, your daughter, your son, your niece, your nephew, your loved one. Because, baby, they go through it. I sit here talking about making the impossible possible with tools. 50 plus years of tools. Here we talking little kids who don't really know yet. And we don't know what they go through because they scared. They don't want to get nobody in trouble. All that kind of stuff they go through where they don't honestly tell you what the deal is. Remember, it's only an impossible journey if you never get a chance to start whatever it is that you think is impossible. I'm just gonna put it like that. So, with that said, have a good one. Don't forget to leave me some stuff to talk about. I appreciate it. Okay? Deuces.